Hopefully I don't have to make new holes. It's a pain in the neck trying to get them lined up perfect for the buckle so that both sides fit in good. Did you need... Yeah, you're going to have to disassemble that to put it back together, but you should...
got a little some pliers.
Well, I don't have nuts and bolts here. Do you want...
Yeah, that'll work. Should. Coming out. No, John Brooks did that. He drilled a hole. He said that was the hardest metal he ever had to drill through. He was like, I don't know what they made this stuff out of.
That's such thick leather. There's not... Yeah, you know, that's a vintage knife, but I'm telling you, it'll outcut anything.
That's what I'm saying. That thing got through there.
I have gotten hold of some knives that's like, people didn't know what they were getting
I'm
rid
gonna
of.
cut that leather like butter.
And it does such a clean cut.
Yeah.
Now, if you needed it to be beveled, then you can like use a file or something to thin the leather so it bleeds in better to the other part. But that, I don't think that should be an issue with what we're doing. Besides, I can't do that fancy stuff. You guys, your time's worth something. Oh, I got it. I do not like this at all.
It is ugly.
Well, they're just... I'd say I was a tad bit thinner and slightly distressed. I'm sorry, it's getting warm in here. I think the heat bounces off this side of the building for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely beaming.
Well, those pine trees throw so much shade here that this is dark. My back pasture gets probably a full hour more sun than it does down here.
Wow.
And we're at 830 feet here from the ocean level.
Sea level, yeah.
Yeah. That's the word. Okay, so we know that hole was gonna line up with that. I wonder.
Any saddle soap around?
Okay, you're gonna ask me a question and then I'm gonna screw up.
All right, let her finish doing what she's doing. She got the perfect thing.
Oh, I hope they'll work. I have problems with some holes are good on one and not the other, and
yeah, them things get, especially the ones with the red handles, they get this off of track quick.
Oh man, I'm gonna bend and everything, like the whole punch bend.
okay, line that up with that hole. Right. Sometimes you if you want to keep it in place, you might put like that bolt, you just put it through there to hold it while you're doing the next set of holes.
You got it.
So it doesn't slide. Did you set it somewhere?
With that bolt.
Oh, it's got too much slop room. It wouldn't keep it tight. No, it ain't gonna work. I was just looking for... I've got to have leather to back it up. I can't do that on the anvil because I would jack up the tools.
Can you stick one of these in there?
I know what I'll do. You're not supposed to go through there.
Oh, you gonna mark it? Yeah.
I want it to be smaller. So I don't have the glasses on. It's sucks getting older. I'm gonna use up the last of the shorties here. I kind of prefer the smoother side to be against the horse, needless to say. And your holes are just a little, the diameter actually changes on them as they go up, so they just keep getting tighter the further up they go.
You got a taper.
Yeah, there's it. He's got more words to his vocabulary than I can remember. In the last couple months, I cannot believe how often I've gone searching for words. I just can't. It's right there, but you know.
On the tip of your tongue, yeah. I've been doing a lot of public speaking lately, so I'm having to be on my game.
Got more confidence than me. I got off my farm for the first time in about 3 months.
You told me when we talked. You said I just got out.
I got saddle sores to prove it.
How long did y'all ride?
Not hard at all.
What?
Whoa, I got an old woman's butt. Seriously. You know your seat bones.
Yeah. I only get that when I ride bareback, though.
I have 2-inch bruises on my seat bones and blisters in the middle of the bruises.
Ooh.
Only rode for an hour and a half.
Oh, wait.
It's like, oh, and so I've been researching today, and I'm wondering, I've never wore biker shorts, but there's some that like have some padding on the seat bones.
Yeah.
Would that be the same for a saddle as it would be for a what they call a saddle?
I don't know, because I think when you riding a horse, you know, moving back and forth with that friction, you know, it's like you sliding more.
I can ride a saddle all day, but
I swear,
bareback,
that's the only time I get blisters
chasing
and
all
stuff.
kind of stuff.
Oh, well, that bay in white that you seen wandering around here used to have the most awesome bareback. I could ride him all day long. Nah, now he's got an old back.
Yeah, I need to get me a 3-year-old.
Right.
Well, some of those gaited horses kind of could hurt you.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, but the way they're built. Whereas around, because he was one of those, you know, he's registered paint, so he's a
quarter horses.
with
Yeah,
chrome.
they definitely.
I call him with chrome because the paint markings.
Yeah.
And he not normally standing off the side like this. He was mutton withered. I mean, you couldn't keep a saddle in place.
Wow.
But I can ride, well, before he got old, I could ride him for hours bareback and stay comfortable. Okay, so now what I do at this point, I'm going to have to, I'm not normally working on this side, but I want you guys to be able to see what is going on. Okay, now I use these for repairs, but I mean, these are for pulling
Shoes.
nails and pulling shoes, okay?
Right.
But I also, they're the best thing in the world, like if you wreck buildings and you're pulling the 16-penny nails out and stuff, and you can't get it to listen to a crowbar, you can't, or your
Right.
big claw hammer.
I never
But
thought
this
about using
this
them.
getting all the way to the base gives
Yeah,
you
they
such
flat, and then it got the round, so it got the
excellent.
good leverage.
I used to do all that demolition work. I never thought about them at all.
Well, I didn't until later, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
I bet all you get
Well,
me is
That's why
this
you
bad.
need
got
these
it.
words of wisdom, man.
But I could have the nails pulled as quick as my son could get the next board down.
Right.
And if you do it on the job site, instead of throwing them on a trailer and bending the nails and making it that much harder your job, we've wrecked a few barns over the years.
Okay.
If this is too long, then it's going to go crooked when you go to run it in. It won't seat down nicely. So you got to take the extra material. But there wasn't enough extra material on the shorter side. So sometimes you get just that sweet spot where you can do the whole job without wasting out any of your copper.
Okay.
The cost of copper nowadays, by golly, I'm picking it up. Okay, yeah, this one still looks a little long.
That's the name of our organization, Copper Boys.
Okay, that one may have walked up just a little. That's the wrong one.
How you know which one to hit it with?
That's for a lot tinier one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what you do is you're walking around it. So you got that flare going all the way around the outside.
Yeah.
Then you take this. I don't like this particular one, but
Okay, I see.
but you can also do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing ain't going
They
nowhere.
give it the machine look, the pretty look.
It does kind of, doesn't it?
I have to do some leather work and stuff, man. Start us a saddle.
Now, if you go on Amazon, I tried to look those up on Amazon, and they sell you the tools too. But then when you look at the diameter of the rivets and everything, then you realize you're not getting a good product. This is Jeffers.
Oh, okay. Jeffers got that stuff, don't they?
I don't know how long they've been in business. They used to be down there by Eminence,
Oh.
and then they moved to Georgia. But
So they was originally from Missouri?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and okay, and that was going to be between the layers. It's not going to be against the horse. Okay. Now, do you have any Gorilla Glue or rubber cement?
I think so. I think my dad probably got some.
What's that stuff we just?
It's not that it's not.
Glue.
Well, the rubber cement, it's the same thing that you'd use for a flat tire, but they use that for gluing leather. They have forever. But either that or a Gorilla Glue, fine little amount of Gorilla Glue, and hold this down tight until it sets.
Okay.
Now, if you're using the rubber cement, because everybody's got that like airplane glue and stuff,
Yeah.
and you let it set for a few minutes before you press it together, and then it's going to be tacky, and you probably won't have to worry about it. But that'll keep this.
Yeah.
I don't want, it'll be
Yeah.
stronger if it's glued also.
Definitely.
But if I glue it, you're going to be dealing with a sticky issue going home.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's no big deal for you to add a little bit. You could add it up here too.
Exactly.
But-
Put a clamp on there.
So it won't add stress to the rivets, though.
But
Yeah.
when I'm doing a clamp, sometimes I'll use like a couple pieces of masonite or plywood or something and sandwich
Make
it.
it big
and then-
enough, yeah.
Yeah,
Broad
so
enough.
that's... Y'all be ready to do these repairs on your own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just gave us some real crash course.
Okay, so stirrup it exited.
Oh yeah, you got another one of those pieces? I think I need another one of those stirrup locks.
This is the one that was on this.
I know I don't have another one. That's why I had the screw.
Yeah,
in
the
there.
stirrup is. Yeah. That's
You're going to have to get familiar with the zip ties.
You're right. Yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work.
And this is going to be a tight, I don't know which way it fits best. That feels right that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does go like that.
Okay. And I will show you the trick to keep those from slipping off so that you know. Do you know which hole you want to shoot for?
for work.
Yeah, it is sure for work.
I don't know.
I think it
See,
needs to be
this is,
content.
you're not going to probably be able to use this very top hole.
I don't think
You're
I
gonna be
need
using
to.
the
I
next-
think I'll be using them too. If anything. Yeah, it's gonna work.
Perfect.
Definitely.
In the game.
Okay, I want to show you.
And that's how you fix a saddle.